Hello. Reading time. Hooray. Okay. Collective, of course. If you want a personal, check the email in my description. All right. Let's see what's going on. Okay. You're still dealing with some form of chaos, all right? That comes from something from the past. You're like this close to getting over it, but not quite yet, okay? And I feel like it's still affecting your mental or your emotions in a negative way. It could be, oh well, that's random. It could be like some childhood trauma. Some of you, this Ten of Pentacles reverse wanted to fall out randomly. Like you could have grown up in like really poor conditions, like really deep poverty, okay? And maybe that is something that's affecting you now. If that is something you've gone through, maybe you're like really anxious or really just like, it's kind of like a fear of falling back into that, okay? But there is something that wants to kind of, I guess, heal that that trauma, okay? Again, I do feel like it is affecting you mentally and emotionally, all right? It's something that sometimes creeps back up on you out of nowhere, okay? So you could be getting rid of this feeling or rid of this behavior or this trauma or this mindset, whatever it is. You could get rid of it sometimes, but then it creeps back up on you. Could be anger, could be depression. Some of you could even spend money like just chaotically sometimes, and that could come from like this manic state that you're in that feeds off of that trauma. Okay, that was a lot. All right, let's keep going. There are new beginnings, right? Like I said. But you are literally the one holding yourself back from this, whether you know it or not. The new beginnings in this reading meaning new beginnings with self. Self meaning, again, spiritual, mental, emotional, all right, even finances. But I don't know. Can't see yet. It's something within you. Okay. All right. Some of you, it definitely does go back to the poverty thing I was talking about. You could have grown up in very poor conditions and you're trying to, excuse me, sit down. Sorry, mommy duties. All right. I was saying, you could have grown up in like really poor conditions, okay? That is a big part of your anxiety. Some of you, I think you're either on your way to being financially stable, but it's still a struggle. So it's kind of like making you feel kind of sad or depressed or just like questioning yourself, questioning, are you doing enough? Like some of you could really beat yourself down, okay, because you're not where you want to be financially. And some of you already are financially stable or where you want to be. And again, it's like this big worry of making the wrong decision or doing something wrong that's going to put you back into that poverty that you grew up in. Okay? It's a lot of channeling going on today. All right. All right, whatever this opportunity that's coming in, right? You're kind of sitting back and waiting. Some of you, some of the stuff you're carrying, some of this behavior, the mindset I was speaking of earlier, that you are carrying from your childhood or just something from the past is paranoia. Paranoia of people or your own decisions, or just paranoia that shit is gonna like fall through and crumble, because a lot of you could have gone through like seeing your parents build and then it fall, or maybe you built something and it fell, okay, something like that. But with the new opportunity, the paranoia is affecting you from moving forward. Okay, you're sitting and evaluating some type of communication that has come through about this opportunity. All right, so, and again, some of you, this opportunity is something within. Maybe you're speaking to someone that could help you emotionally or spiritually, and you're like questioning everything, or maybe you're questioning a new spiritual path. I don't know, it's up to you. Whatever this transformation is, whatever this change is, okay, it's supposed to, goodness, I can't talk. It's supposed to like put you in star energy status. Star energy, I just like to simplify it as, for this reading, final form. Final form, like you've made it in every way. Do I have to say everything again? Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, blah, 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 blah. Financially, right? It's supposed to put you there. But, Six of Cups. You're challenged with healing something that you cannot seem to put your finger on. And it's affecting... Sorry, I didn't want lipstick to be on my teeth again. It's affecting your movement. Something you're holding on to. Whether it's this fear of poverty, or this paranoia, or the paranoia is outside or inward, okay? It is stopping you see? Stopping you, Four of Swords, over that Six of Cups, that challenge, okay? And some of you, it means you really need to take time to evaluate what this is before you move into this new opportunity of growth or whatever it is for you. You need to take time to evaluate what that is on the inside that you can't seem to get rid of. Some of you, it is rage. Some of you, it's depression. Others of you, it's just anxiety, it's fear, okay? Fear of your childhood life coming back to bite you and put you back in that energy of whatever the fuck it was, all right? It's a lot today. It's a lot today, you guys. What are you doing? Okay. I just got like 10 things in my head at one time. All right. See, all the way over here, the last pile, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower. But that's after all of this chaos I am picking up on, everything we've discussed, if you've been listening. You can't get to this until you get rid of this. So, question. If you are afraid of going back into poverty and losing everything, how the fuck do you expect to maintain where you are or get to where you want to be if you can't get rid of the fear or anxiety or the paranoia, whatever stops you from moving forward. They're not exactly telling me, so it's going to make sense to those it needs to make sense to. Okay. How are you going to get there? Some of you, I just heard too, you need to like sit back. And this was like another reading I did last week. You need to sit back and allow yourself to be the fucking student. Allow yourself to be the one that becomes healed, okay? It's your turn so you can move forward. All right? Is there lipstick on my teeth? No? Okay. All right. Tell me more about this. Some of you, too, you're putting out this perception. Like, people see you and they're like, oh, they're so smart. They're so tapped in. They're so this. They're so that. They're so attractive. Right? Because I'm not saying you're not. Because maybe you are. But on the inside, there's all this mental chaos when it comes to yourself. You're able to help other people in a lot of ways. But when it comes to this childhood, this past trauma that affects you, whether you know it or not, you can't seem to put a finger on it. And inside, you are a little bit of a mess. On the outside, you look good. On the outside, you can help people. But when it comes to yourself, there's like this chaotic, shadowy, zigzaggy line thing I'm seeing. You can't like connect the dots when it comes to this one thing, this one emotion, this one habit, whatever it is that developed, again, from this past trauma, from this childhood, that could cause you to act out. It could cause you, again, paranoia, rage, depression. You're chaotic. That's why sometimes you need to reach out to someone, or you need outside sources to help you. If not outside humans, maybe outside deities. Maybe some of you need to fast. Something you need to do. Because you're stuck when it comes to this. Very talented individual again, very knowledgeable, very healed in some aspects, very influential you are, but you don't influence yourself enough to prick whatever the fuck this is again. Look, very talented, but the world is in reverse. You cannot seem to progress. You seem to be stuck in the same fucking place. Some of you have this vision of the life you want to live. And it's very detailed. But you can't get there. Some of you have stopped doing something that you need to continue doing. And you put it to the side, right? Until your life begins to turn into what you want it to be. But that was actually the wrong thing to do. I don't know that. Maybe it was an outlet for this trauma that you carry. I don't know. I just heard that. Some of you put something away until later, but you need to bring it back. That's very specific. I don't know. Some project, some something. You need to bring it back. It was healing you. Others of you, your life can't seem to get where you want it to be because of this thing we've been talking about since the beginning. All right? I'm on a tight schedule. What's this death in the star? I don't know if I want to. Kind of just look weird, but okay. All right, so I saw the sun reverse, and I instantly felt like this, something about lack of trust of self, something like you don't trust yourself, something like you don't deserve something, right? It's something really like almost subconscious-y, way back here. Okay, it has something to do with your perception of self, okay? And it's really kind of fucking you. Seven of Swords. And the Magician wanted to pop out. See? Seven of Swords, the Magician, the Sun reverse. I'm feeling it's some perception of yourself. It could be just a perception of how your life has gone, and you're wondering how the fuck could I come from that and get to that, because you're wondering why hasn't your life gone right? Why can't you get there after all these years of doing this, this, and that? It's because you haven't healed everything yet. Sometimes trauma and pain subconsciously affects us without knowing. And there's something within that makes you look at yourself, whether you know or don't know. It makes you feel like you're either not good enough, you're not going to make it, or you doubt yourself, or this, this, and that. I'm not going to go through it again. But some negative perception, it's working against you. But since it's the Seven of Swords, right? It's not true. Lord, you guys. Where are the Seven of Swords? And what's that? Few messages off this, okay? Ace of Wands, Page of Swords, King of Pentacles, reverse. Few messages. Again, like I said a few minutes ago, some of you need to go back to what you were doing before. Others of you need to stop doing what you're doing now. That's kind of specific. I don't know. It'll make sense, okay? It doesn't even seem like it goes along with this. But there's something you're doing that's working against your finances, against your progress, okay? Against your decision making again. Here comes that childhood trauma creeping back up. And how it kind of creeped on me, that's kind of how it creeps on you, like I said in the beginning, and it makes you unable to pinpoint what the fuck it is. Because you're thinking it's something else. You're focusing on something else, but it's really that unhealed thing. And again, some of you need to go back to what you were doing, and some of you need to stop what you're doing. It'll make sense to whoever's supposed to make sense to. Don't ask. If you want to ask, email me. Okay. Let's do this one. Alright. I don't know. Give me more about this one. Seven of Swords again. All right, some of you need to also make sure that when you do go into something, you need to make sure that you're, see, but this is the trick though. This is the trick. You're not aware of this issue of the past, right? That's why that moon is here. You're not aware of it. And so some of you sometimes unknowingly walk into new projects, new relationships, new whatever the fuck, with this negative type cloud over your head that you don't see. It causes, what's this? See? Unconscious deception. Unconscious doubt. That's really your problem here. You don't really see it, you're not really pinpointing it, but it's big enough to, again, affect all of this, all of you, your behavior, your habits, your decision making, your relationships, your finances, your goals. It's a fear almost, a fear that dwindles from that poverty you lived in, or, you know, grew up in at some point. All of you is not poverty, it's just some type of trauma. Well, poverty is trauma. You know what the fuck I mean, okay? Anything else? Lord. Anything else? Listen, your mind is so ridiculously chaotic, right? And you almost think you have control over your mind more than you think you do. You think you have control over your emotions more than you think you do. Basically what I'm saying is you give yourself a little bit too much credit, which is also preventing you from seeing the unhealed aspects of yourself that are within you. Okay? Anything else? Oh my Lord. Sorry, 1 second. Oh my God. Listen. Oh. All right, too. I hate to get like this, but it's like because you're not aware of this, it's just like it's for some of you it's like always active. There's no protectional awareness. I don't know if that makes sense for some of you. There's no protectional there's no protection, okay? So sometimes it just siphons your energy and you find yourself kind of stuck, almost paralyzed in this like weird nail-biting, wondering type, what am I going to do energy, right? This worry, and you can't figure out where it comes from. Again, I'm repeating myself. You can't figure out where it comes from. So sometimes I feel like some of you just get stuck. You don't talk to anyone, you don't do anything, you just get stuck. And then some of you refuse to reflect on the past, so you can continue hiding yourself from the trauma, from the pain, from the fear. Some of you don't even reflect on it, so then again, you can't put 2 and 2 together. Also, when you get stressed, if you have friends, someone, anybody, even ChatGPT, God forbid I say that, but I know a lot of people are like isolated, right? Talk to someone. Don't just sit and try to figure it out yourself, because obviously that hasn't fucking worked. Okay? I think I want to be done here. I have to do another reading and I'm on a tight schedule, like I said. Alright? So thanks for watching, guys.